Hello and welcome to the London, York, and Oxford vlogs. This is day one of our time in London. The day started with a gorgeous walk and a hummingbird sighting, which was really cool. Also spotted this little groundhog gopher type thing. They were so cute. I was really looking forward to one last walk before an 11-hour flight. The Palo Verdes were still in bloom. I knew this would probably be my last chance to see the Palo Verdes in bloom. They probably wouldn't be blooming by the time I got back. The morning was gorgeous. It was early. I think I got up at 6:30 this morning. After the walk and after packing, I spent some time reading and then finalizing all of the packing. This took a good chunk of the day, but I still had a lot of time just to kill before my parents came to pick me up. Here we are driving to the airport. I was definitely starting to feel very anxious. By this point, I'd managed to stay calm for most of the morning at home, but as we were approaching the airport, it was starting to hit me. This is real. I'm actually going to London, and my brain really couldn't process that. It really was struggling to process, but I was going to London. I'm going to London. We made it to our gate with a stop at Starbucks first, because that's just what we do. But we didn't get coffee. We just got a snack and some bottles of water for the flight now that we were past security. Security thankfully went really smoothly. I was very grateful for that. There was like no line. We got through really fast. I'm going to London. The sunset was gorgeous. Mom and I were so excited. Her excitement honestly was what kind of carried me through. I was still very, very nervous at this point, especially with takeoff imminent. The new British Airways safety demonstration was really cute. Really enjoyed seeing the new doctor from Doctor Who. And then it was time. And oh my gosh, my anxiety for takeoff was intense. We actually sat on the runway for a while. So like, it felt like it was like 20-30 minutes of waiting before we were finally taking off. So the anxiety had like 20 to 30 minutes to build up even more. Takeoff and landing are the hardest for me with flying. That is when my flight anxiety is at its worst. Also then the anxiety can peak during a flight if there's turbulence. But here we are. We were actually in the air now, and it was very surreal. I couldn't believe it. We were actually leaving Phoenix behind. The sun had finally set. You can see there's just a tiny, tiny bit of glow in the far western sky, but it was definitely getting to be night, which meant we could see the gorgeous lights of Phoenix as we left Phoenix behind. And I could hardly believe that we were actually leaving and on our way to London. Of course, at this point, London was still several hours away. You know, you could still see Phoenix, which meant we were still at the very, 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 very beginning of the flight. But it's always beautiful to see your hometown from the air, to see all the lights as you are flying over it. You can see Phoenix, you can see from the air, and with the lights at night, when you have a nighttime takeoff especially, you can see just how massive Phoenix is. It's really hard to grasp the scale of Phoenix from the ground. So then it was time for dinner, or dinner was about to be served. We were flying premium economy, so we got these nice little menus. We had some choices. So we all had the same starter, but then we had 3 different choices for the main, and then we had the dessert. We also had some drinks that we could choose from, all free, all included. Premium economy also came with some halfway decent headphones. I had my own Bose headphones, which would plug into the entertainment system, so didn't have to worry about it. Then we also got this nice little pouch that had a few goodies inside. So we had a lip balm, we had a pen, we had a toothbrush and toothpaste, we had an eye mask and some socks, which were kind of nice. The movie selection left a lot to be desired. I ended up just rewatching for the millionth time Pride and Prejudice. I was gonna watch another movie, but it had a warning that scenes of airplane distress were included, so that was a hard pass for me during an actual flight. Dinner also was not the best. I was a little bit disappointed. It was very spicy. Dessert was great. The roll was good, but dinner itself was really spicy, and I was so worried about my IBS. This was only a week post my colonoscopy. I was still adjusting back to eating regular foods, so I was a little nervous about having an IBS flare on the flight, so definitely had to be careful. Then I wanted to do my in-flight beauty routine, so starting with sanitizing my hands. I also had these Sephora face wipes. These were, you can see how bumpy it is. These were so good. Definitely took off my makeup, but also left my skin feeling fairly well hydrated. But I will say that these felt so nice taking off what little makeup I put on. It just felt really good to take that off for the majority of the flight. I had some Eminence products, including this kind of toner. I had my Alba Botanica Acne Dote Invisible Treatment Gel, a serum, the Strawberry Rhubarb Hyaluronic Acid Serum, and the Overnight Recovery Oil. They're in different bottles, but I decanted them into these little ones. I had the Eminence Probiotic Ultra Moisturizing Mask and the Hibiscus Ultra Lift Eye Cream. So this especially with the rollerball felt so good. I was feeling just so dehydrated, and my eyes were already feeling so tired by this point in the flight. So after this, we had about 6 hours left of the flight, so it was time to try to get some sleep. Was not very successful.
Hello, and welcome to the vlog. After no sleep, she got an hour. I got
1 hour.
couldn't sleep.
This was to wipe off the mask that I applied. It did help my skin feel really good, and this felt really good, just refreshing my skin before the morning routine. Breakfast was good. I would have eaten all of it, but my stomach, I was just not feeling it. By this point, I could put the blinds up. This was my first glimpse of European sky. We technically weren't over England just yet, but we were getting closer. This was the only makeup I wore. I put on some clear brow gel and some mascara. The sky was so beautiful, and the wings on this plane were massive. So were the engines, so that's what that was. Here's another airplane flying nearby, which is always cool to see another plane that close to you in the air. Here's England. We're finally over England. It was so exciting to see the UK, to see English soil below us. I could not wait to get off the plane at this point. It was so green. That's something that became a bit of a trend, just thinking how green everything was. Now we're landing. Oh my gosh, I was nervous. I was so nervous, but so excited, and just was so glad that we were finally down. We were officially landed. We were officially on English soil. My anxiety could finally take a break. We're so excited. We made it. And then we made it through customs super fast. We actually beat our bags to baggage claim. And then here we are leaving the airport. We ended up getting a car service into London. So we drove through London, we passed by Harrods, which was really exciting, and Piccadilly Circus, before we finally made it to our hotel. Okay.
Andrea is doing her vlog.
Mom is here. Hello and welcome to London. We made it. We're in London. It's honestly very surreal. I can hardly believe it. We have made it to the hotel. It is 4:44 in the afternoon, early evening. I don't know what time that is. What time is it in Arizona? 8:40. So it's 8:40 in the morning back in Arizona. So I have been going for 26, almost 27 hours with 1 hour of sleep on the plane. And Mom has been going even longer because she woke up at 3 or 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
She woke up at 3:30 yesterday morning Arizona time and didn't get any sleep. We both were like lights out, face masks on, trying to sleep for about 4 hours, but Mom didn't end up getting any sleep at all, and I only got 1 hour very broken sleep during that time. I just could not get comfortable. The seats were, well, the seats were hard. The seats weren't the most comfortable thing. It was hard to just like sink into them and get comfortable. But there was a lot of leg room, which was good. And I feel like the seat went back a decent amount. There was just more space being in premium economy, but.
See a refrigerator, do you?
Oh, is it hidden in one of those?
I hope so, because otherwise I don't think we're going to be able to put our stuff anywhere. Our cold stuff. Nope.
Oh no.
Unless it's in this closet.
Maybe it's in the closet. So I think it was before. I'm gonna give you a room tour. Okay, so well, now that I'm up, let's give you a room tour before we completely unpack. So here's the front door. And I can tell you, because by the time you're watching this, we will have left this hotel. We're staying at the Thistle Holborn again. This is the same hotel we stayed at back in October of 2019. We've just been greeted at the door by lovely people and welcomed by the general manager, who not only helped us to the check-in desk, but also then helped us with our suitcases all the way up. So nice, super friendly.
Kind of looks like this side.
Yeah, well, I think we're probably just above.
Us, maybe.
No, I think we're directly above, and the windows are the same space. It's just a slightly different configuration. So front door leads into this nice reception room. So we've got a little love seat. We've got some water. We've got, I think the other's probably still though.
Yeah, this one's
Coffee and tea station, desk area, kind of also a vanity. You've got the mirror there. In here is the bathroom. So nice shelving, lots of mirrors, really big mirror. This is my very disheveled travel outfit for the day. Navy leggings, white trainers, white, very wrinkled t-shirt, and long tan cardigan. My hair has been up in a top knot. It needs to be brushed badly. We've got a bathtub shower combo, which is fantastic. We were really wanting a bathtub, and then towel rack, and then back out here. So when we came in, I saw it went here. I thought this space was going to be the same size as this space, but no, it goes like this space alone is a massive hotel room by London standards. So to also have this space as well is just amazing. So we've got another couch and an armchair, and then the nice big king size bed. We've got 2 TVs, one in here and one in the other one. Lots of London photo print artwork again, which I loved last time. Closet over there with the refrigerator.
yeah.
And yeah,
There should be a space.
and then bit of a view of the back of
Yeah, here's the space.
some London buildings. Little fire escape across the way there. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. They've got netting up to keep the pigeons from coming down here, I'm sure. It is currently 70 degrees and pretty much clear blue skies. So yeah, if you were in London on Wednesday, May 8th and thought, wow, it's a really nice day. Yeah, you're welcome. We brought some of the Arizona weather with us. But to be fair, like, it is hotter in Arizona, what we left. But I do think we brought some of the sun and some of the warmth with us. So yeah, I took a ton of video B-roll on the flight. This is the first time I'm talking to you in this vlog, so hopefully I will be able to do some sort of voiceover for everything you've seen up to now. I was feeling okay while we were still at the airport. We ended up taking a hired car in from Addison Lee, and instead of taking the Heathrow Express to Paddington and then a taxi from Paddington to the hotel, there are train strikes going on. Thankfully, they're not supposed to disrupt any of our other plans, but we didn't think about the Heathrow Express. So it was still running, but it was delayed. And I think we still got here probably around the same time. I don't think the car took less time, but I don't think it took us really more time than it would have, because we would have had to wait for the next Heathrow Express train, and then we still would have been running around Paddington Station and then getting a taxi at Paddington. So yeah, I think it worked out. It was just a much calmer way to get to the hotel, door to door. Our taxi driver, was very nice, and we got to drive by a bunch of places. We drove by Green Park and Harrods and Harvey Nichols, and we drove through Piccadilly Circus and a bunch of places like that. So that was really cool and really fun. What else? Yeah, I was feeling okay at the airport. Like, I think I was just hyped up on adrenaline. I could tell Mom was crashing. Mom was really wonderful at Phoenix Airport and on the flight. My anxiety was definitely going on overdrive. I am probably gonna have I think I'm starting to have the adrenaline crash. Once we got to London Heathrow, I could tell Mom was starting to flag because of lack of sleep. So my energy kind of picked up as like, okay, I'm gonna now take care of Mom and make sure we get to the hotel.
There's no luggage racks.
Oh.
So I hate to put it on the furniture.
Well, yeah, I don't know. We'll go, so we need to go get unpacked a little bit and get ourselves sorted. I want to take off the compression socks I've been wearing forever. They've done their job. They can come off now. I can put on proper socks. But yeah, we're gonna get settled here in the hotel a little bit. I think we want to run a couple quick errands.
Yeah, because are we gonna want our own? Well, we can talk about it.
Yeah, so we'll talk off camera. We want to run a couple errands, and then I think we're gonna do dinner here at the hotel. Probably it's gonna be the exact same thing we did when we arrived back in October of 2019. The only difference is the weather is spectacular compared to when we arrived last time. So I think it will be good to get out and walk around a little bit and show you a little bit of the area where we're staying. So yeah, we're in London. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, and you all still don't know about it. I would normally be uploading a video in like an hour, but I think I'm gonna push it to tomorrow, or I guess I could do it later today. We'll see. But yeah, as of now, you all still don't know that Mom and I are in London. And I really can't wait until I post that video.
You didn't say anything?
No.
Your London?
No, I've filmed everything, I've edited everything, but I haven't uploaded anything yet. I was waiting until we made it. Now I know we're here. We got here, we're okay, everything went fine. So yeah, now the next step will be to share with all of you. But don't worry, I am vlogging. By the time you're watching this though, you will have known for a couple weeks. And yeah, get ready, the London vlogs are starting. We've had dinner. We've had
I'm
fish
stuffed.
and chips. We're
Stuffed.
both stuffed. Now we're walking and going to run some errands. The weather is gorgeous. It's like 68 degrees, 69 degrees. It feels amazing. And we're in London. We're walking around Bloomsbury Square. What? Yeah, it's the Cordon Bleu. And then
it's a
there's
Davies.
yeah.
All the way back in there. This is a bookshop.
Ooh. You want to just pop down here? Let's explore.
It doesn't look like it says you're not allowed.
No. You might have to come back here tomorrow. I see something called Review Bookshop. And then it looks like there's a restaurant or pub or something. This is what I want to do on this trip, is explore these little areas. I think we've been back in here before though, years ago. There was a camera shop we came to.
Right there.
Where?
To your left.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Well, didn't you need a bag?
I needed a charger for my old camera. This is so cool. It's just this little like square here. Beautiful tree, beautiful old buildings. I'm pretty sure this is the camera store that I came to. Yeah, that was like our first trip together.
Yeah.
I didn't have a camera battery charger for the camera I had at the time. And so we looked up camera shops near our hotel, or near, that was a vacation rental we were staying in. And this was what popped up because we were staying just a little bit away from here. So yeah, German Historical Institute, sounds interesting. Bloomsbury Square is what we're walking past. That's what all of that is. And there's tons of people sitting in the garden enjoying the weather, because springtime in London, you gotta enjoy the weather when it's nice. So we're heading over to the Brunswick Center and the big Waitrose that's there. There's just a few little bits that we want to get for the hotel room, just so that we've got everything we need. And I will take you all with me. We are now walking through Russell Square Gardens. We have been to Waitrose. Mom and I are both being absolutely captivated by these giant trees. Mom says they're sycamores, right? Sycamore trees? They're huge. They're absolutely enormous. Look at those. We don't have trees like that in southern Arizona. Yeah. Ooh, we'll have to come get some gelato tomorrow. There's still a ton of people in the park, even though it's 7:45 on a Wednesday. But this is very common from what I remember being here in the spring before. Oh, look at this arbor. You want to walk around this way? Look at this. It's so pretty. Oh, this is beautiful. This would be really nice during the day when it's sunny out. Yeah, there's lots of dogs here. Everyone is just enjoying the park, it seems, while there's still daylight left. Yeah. Russell Square is beautiful. I've not really spent a lot of time in here, but it is gorgeous. So we'll come back tomorrow and show it to you in full daylight. But we're basically taking the scenic detour back to the hotel.
Do we need to go back?
No, we need to go this way. So, and all the buildings around Russell Square are gorgeous, from the giant hotel behind us to all the townhouses around here. They're all just spectacular. You can still hear some birds. Oh, the weather, it is cooling off and it just feels amazing. It feels so, this is the best I've felt in all the day of traveling. I haven't gotten that overheated today compared to previous travel days, but I was getting a bit overheated in the hotel unpacking. So coming out for the walk after dinner just feels really nice. So yeah, I will show you the rest of the walk back to the hotel, and then Mom and I are gonna take showers and get ourselves cleaned up and ready for bed. Okay, we're back. We're back in the hotel room. We're both so exhausted, but it has still been such a lovely afternoon since we checked in, and then evening, like going out for dinner and stuff. Well, we just ate dinner downstairs in the hotel restaurant, but it was delicious. I don't know if I said that earlier when we were leaving the restaurant and starting to walk towards the Brunswick Center, but dinner was fantastic. We both got the fish and chips.
Hard to do that, Mom.
Yeah, it's hard to do that wrong, Mom says.
Except in the U.S.
Except in the U.S.
At least in Arizona, U.S. Probably
Yeah.
on the coast.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that it's I think it's U.S. you find small fillets of fish. You don't get the whole fish fried the way you do here. If someone's from another part of the US where they do fry the whole fish, let me know. But the weather was gorgeous walking around. It was just so nice. I just kept pinching myself like, I'm in London, I'm in London. At one point I leaned over to Mom and I'm like, Mom. She says, what? Yes. I said, we're in London. So I just kept wanting to like do a dance in the middle of the sidewalk. I'm just so excited. I'm so exhausted, but I'm so excited. I'm still definitely overwhelmed, and I am definitely overstimulated. Like 4 years of really not being around crowds. I really don't know how to do crowds anymore. The airport earlier today was really hard. It was fine when we first got to the gate because it wasn't very busy and there weren't a ton of people there yet. But as it got closer to boarding, it's like everyone for the flight were all just packed around the flight, around the gate area, even though none of the boarding groups had been called yet. And then the flight was pretty busy. Our section was full. The economy section behind us was full. Business class looked mostly full, but not completely full, I think. And first class, I don't know that first class was that busy, because it really felt like we got off the plane a lot faster than I would expect. And by the time we got up towards that section, first class looked empty. So if it had been full, I don't think we would have gotten off that quickly. So yeah, it's been a lot of crowds. And then of course, you know, walking around London, it's a big city, it's very busy. So there's lots of crowds. And there was some event going on downstairs, big group of men in business suits in the bar when we were leaving, and then a group of them were still outside smoking when we got home, but the bar was empty, so I think their event was like pretty much done. But yeah, it's just been a lot of crowds, so I'm just feeling very overwhelmed and overstimulated, but also just so unbelievably excited. But I thought I would show you, do a little quick Waitrose haul, show you what we got. Not much, but I am that weirdo who collects reusable grocery store bags from other places, so I have added to my Waitrose collection. This one also mentions the Ducci Organic brand, and it's a nice big tote bag, so I actually think this will be really nice. We got a pack of bunch of little mini packs of Kleenex because my allergies are already flaring up, so I figured these would be good, and we'll probably go through most of these throughout the trip, but then we can use them here at the hotel but also have them in our bags. And then we got some water bottles. These are the Buxton. Need to get these out and put them in the fridge. Yeah, Buxton natural mineral water, still water, we made sure of that. Then we're looking for a large bottle of hand sanitizing gel, but I could only find the mini bottles. I have a mini bottle in my purse, but Mom doesn't have a mini bottle in her purse, so this one's gonna go in hers. And then we'll try to find a big bottle that we can just top up these little ones with throughout the rest of the trip. And then Mom got herself, what did you find? Ooh, praline. So Mom got the Ritter Sport praline candy bar, and then I also always have to get one of these. I found a Kinder Surprise egg, but these are the real Kinder eggs, not the fake Kinder Joy eggs. So I'm very, very excited for this. Fun fact, you can't buy proper Kinder eggs in the US because the FDA has some stupid rule that you can't have food that has inedible objects inside. Is it because it's a choking hazard?
Yeah.
Because it's a choking hazard. Well, I mean, Europeans have been eating Kinder eggs since at least when I was born. Were these around when I was born?
Yeah.
Definitely early 80s, if not older. And it's not like there's a massive issue in Europe of a bunch of European children dying from choking on Kinder Egg toys. So,
yeah, but
Americans would sue the company. So this is why we can't have nice things. So whenever I'm in the UK or elsewhere in Europe, when I was in Prague, I got some Kinder Eggs. So I like, so I like getting Kinder Eggs whenever I can. So yeah, now Mom is about to take her shower. Then I am going to jump in and take my shower.
Do you think their shampoo is decent?
I don't know.
Quality?
You can give it a try. Let me know. So yeah, I need to take a shower and wash my hair because I just feel really gross.
They have a non-slip thing again.
Yeah, you'd have to ask for it.
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay?
Just call us at reception and we'll bring one up. Yeah, and we'll have to ask them for one. Especially if we want to take a, well, if we want to take a bath, it's not a thing.
Do you want...
I can take a shower now, but
okay,
we need to probably ask
so
for
be
one.
Very careful.
I know, I don't need to fall in a
I mean, they'd probably bring one up pretty quickly.
There's like a little sticky thing down there, so.
It's in a weird place though.
I know, it's like right under it, huh?
So they'd probably bring one up quickly if you called.
They didn't last time, remember?
Oh, they didn't?
No, it took us like 3 days to get one.
No, it did not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, we'll ask. Anyway, Mom's gonna take her shower, then I'm gonna take mine. It is currently 8:23. Both of us have been going to bed around 9:30. Is our normal bedtimes? Yeah. So we need to shower and get ready for bed pretty quickly.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix? I have no idea. 12:23. So I have now been up for a ridiculous number of hours, more than 30 hours now, I think, with only 1 hour of sleep in there. So yeah, we need to get ready for bed. That definitely needs to happen. So I should probably wrap up this vlog. I have a feeling if I try to continue the vlog, I'm gonna fall asleep before I actually finish it. So we should just finish up this vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed day 1 of the London vlogs. You've managed to get a little bit of London in here at the end. It hasn't all been airplane, but it has been a decent day of traveling. I really can't complain. The flight had bumpy moments, and the landing gear was noisier than I've experienced on other planes, but I think it's because it might have been like right below us where we were sitting on the plane. But yeah, overall it was a good flight. Everything at the airport at both sides was really smooth. The line at security at Phoenix was like nothing compared to what we've had in the past. And then the passport line here at Heathrow, oh my goodness, like we just walked right up. There was literally no, there were like 8 or 10 like kiosks that you could go through. There was one person going through the kiosk as we walked up. Like normally I don't get my passport out before we get to passport control because normally we're stuck in a long line and I have plenty of time to get my passport out. No, we just sailed right up. And then all you do is scan your passport and go right through. You don't have to talk to any. It was amazing. It was so easy. The longest wait we had of the whole day was baggage claim, picking up our bags. That was probably the longest, but even that wasn't terrible compared to what I've experienced in the past. So yeah, and then once the flight was a little bit delayed leaving, but only like 8. Well, I think we were scheduled to take off, originally we were scheduled to take off at 7:35. Then it was changed to 7:43, but I think it was actually about 8 by the time we finally took off. But that's still not that late. So generally our flight was on time, which is really good. And then once we landed, we had to wait for about 10 minutes, I think, before they had a gate ready for us. There was another plane at our gate that hadn't yet pushed back. But then once we got to our gate, it really wasn't that long before we were off the plane. Like normally I'm sitting on the plane forever and ever and ever before we can finally get off. But we got off pretty quick, and then, like I said, we got down, sailed through passport control, and then just had a bit of a wait at baggage claim. But then that was done. Yeah, overall, not too bad. Pretty good travel day as far as I'm concerned. So yay, all the things my brain was anxiously holding on to didn't really happen. None of the things I was really worried about, like the little things that I was stressing about, none of them happened. So yeah, all in all, it was a pretty good day. And now we're in London. Now we're in London and the weather is fantastic. Like the evenings, I think the mornings and evenings are going to be truly gorgeous. And it's also looking like not only are the temperatures supposed to be pretty nice. Oh, well now there might be some rain. But there's still a lot of like partly sunny, partly cloudy days. I think it's going to really be gorgeous for most of our time in London, and then hopefully it'll continue up in York and Oxford. So yes, we're in London. I don't know how many times I can say that, but we're in London. So I am a very disheveled, frizzy mess, but I am excited to be here. Walking to the Brunswick Center and back, especially the walk back, like walking through Russell Square, was really, really beautiful. We ended up taking much quieter streets back to the hotel, so we'll need to remember that instead of going down Southampton Row, which is a much busier street. But that meant cutting through Russell Square and then kind of coming around the corner of the British Museum. Yeah, it was just a beautiful walk back. We were going very slow because we were tired and we were carrying the large pack of water bottles, but it was a gorgeous walk. Beautiful buildings, beautiful architecture in this little part of London. I mean, there's beautiful architecture all over London, but in this like Bloomsbury area, there is some really beautiful old historic buildings. Not as much of the newer modern buildings in these few neighborhoods. So yeah, tomorrow we have a rough idea of what we're gonna do, but we're trying to just keep it casual and simple and flexible. We'll see how we feel. We'll see what time we wake up, how quickly we get moving. We're probably going to stick to this immediate neighborhood. So in the next vlog, we'll probably explore more of the Bloomsbury, Russell Square, Holborn type area. See what fun bookshops and stuff we can find. I do want to try to find Daunt Books. That's one of the bookshops I really want to go to. I've never been. So I feel like that's something I want to do for the first time on this trip. So yeah. So come back for that. Come back tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this, I am home and will have been home for probably a few days if I upload this on the Monday. So I am going to be trying to edit a vlog every day until all the London vlogs and York and Oxford vlogs are up. So yeah, so come back tomorrow. So if you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would really appreciate both of those things. Say hi in the comments, let me know how you're doing. Give me some airplane emojis and some British flag emojis for finally returning to England and to one of my favorite cities. To let me know which one of you lovely people have made it all the way to the end of this vlog. And yeah, come back tomorrow to the next London vlog. We've got several days of London vlogs before the York ones will start. So yeah, so come back to tomorrow's vlog for that, and I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!